With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. That this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. To throw, Bridgewater. Swings this out here for Cohen. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. To throw, it's Brady. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know, one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
I think he gunned it all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Travis Etienne with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens on just 2 plays have taken the lead. An extra play by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here's Cohen now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, if they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And that falls to the ground. Incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Play fake. Bridgewater. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady now to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. They've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages, blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A give to Etienne running right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Here's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Travis Etienne with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here's Cohen now to return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
From the 27, Bridgewater swings this out for Hunt. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Bridgewater. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. On 2nd and 1, Bridgewater. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Bridgewater on first down. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Bridgewater now. Escaping the pressure right. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. It's a pickup of 5. Brings up 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Bridgewater. That is caught by Thielen. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Brady's throw is taken in by Waddle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Brady going to throw. Open man is Waddle, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Travis Etienne in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. A first down throw for Bridgewater. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Brady. He sets to fire deep. And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
On third down, here's Etienne. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 62 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Play action. Now it's Brady. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Brady. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with ETN. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Smith catches left side. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Out of his end zone, Bridgewater. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And this is caught by Watkins. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. On the return is Pettis. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. First down, Brady. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On play action, now Brady. Again, he finds Moore. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. Danielle Hunter able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Here's Brady to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are on their way to a 2-0 start. Carlson on for the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. He's got Slayton on the slant. The 30. 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Pettis now on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Flushed out right. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame him?
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll run with Etienne. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, this game's over.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. Shotgun now for Brady. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air. On first down, punt, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run. And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
It's Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 27. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And it's incomplete. So now only 7 seconds remain. Second and 10. Brady going to look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Jonnu Smith, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here's Cohen now to return. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for the Ravens, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll drop to 0-2, and they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore. We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. On play action, it's Kaepernick. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them. But they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
So opening drive, third down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Now a throw here, hauled in. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Now Kaepernick again. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up a third down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. To throw, Kaepernick. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw, it's Kaepernick. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 30.
Curtis Samuel exhibited a lot of versatility for 4 years in Carolina. Now in his first year with Washington, expect this football team to try and put the ball in his hands a variety of ways.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The former third-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. This will be caught. It's Samuel. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Kaepernick to try again here after the pick six. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's got this down to the 35. But Justin Herbert looking comfortable here in season number 2. He looked comfortable in season number 1 for that matter. But what's the game plan for defending and trying to limit him?
Oh, you've asked a really difficult question there because you're right. Year 1, he looked like a 5-7-year veteran. And he's only going to continue to get better. But with a guy who throws such a pretty ball and has such a great arm, throwing the long ball has got to be a blast for him. He wants to push the ball downfield. Doesn't mean he can't.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Montez Sweat. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Herbert has it knocked free. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. DeAndre Carter back deep. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A handoff running left is Gibson. A gain of 3, second down. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. The Charger drive about to get going. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Herbert now. Rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert dancing to his left. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
And a big part of Justin Herbert's success as a rookie was having a guy like Keenan Allen to throw to. Allen's averaged over 100 catches a year the last 4 years. No matter who's throwing it, they can count on him.
Herbert on 1st down now. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Herbert back to the air. On the screen, this is Eckler. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Logan Thomas experienced a breakout season last year at the age of 29. Converted from playing quarterback, he finished third among tight ends with 72 catches, and it certainly looks like his future is awfully bright.
49, guys.
Kaepernick now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
But Washington looked to get this one back, and indeed they did. They will still have possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Now Kaepernick. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Washington on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, 91. Get that ball.
Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. And that will be incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. They'll roll him out right. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. DeAndre Carter returning it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
How don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie first-rounder, Jamin Davis.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. Forced out to his left.
That one caught. It's the rookie De'Ami Brown.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now a give, right side. It's Logan. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Throwing is Kaepernick on 3rd down.
That's complete to his running back, Carter.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
One more time with Gibson.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. On play action, it's Kaepernick.
Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
A 5-yard touchdown catch.
And Washington able to make this a close game again. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Going deep here for Allen. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Herbert. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Back to throw here, Herbert.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, and picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing, the team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. It's Eckler again. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Ty Long now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?